Hi guys. Good morning, guys, all of you. Guys, I'm audible. Okay, right, guys. So yesterday we started implicit curses and some definition of implicit cursor, and along with that, what kind of attributes are there in implicit cursors. So the both we discussed in the last class. Okay, right. And I will show you how this implicit cursors are the storing. That means it was going to be checking the status of your DML operation successfully executed or not. Okay, so that information will be send it to client application, and before that information will save under your implicit cursor memories. Okay, and from there it was sending to client application whether the client request will success or fail. Okay, so now let me go for one small example on this. So first I'm going to connect with our database now. So okay, the first of all, we want to see our table EMP. So this is our table information, guys. Okay, and on this table, now I'm going to write one small program here. Okay, the first I need to declare one variable. So I'm going to declare one variable here. The v underscore EMP number is equals to is going to be what now? Number data type. And after that, I just go to enter my execution block, and here the execution EMP number is equals to ampersandage of v EMP number. So that means here my EMP number I'm going to enter dynamically. Okay, I'm going to enter here. So that's why I'm using here ampersand symbol. And we all of you know this, guys, here when we want to use ampersandage. Okay, so then the value will be entered at a dynamic level. Okay, so now ampersandage of v underscore EMP number. So that was given here. And after that, then we are writing one DML operation. Okay, so suppose one of my operation I'm going to write here. So delete from EMP where EMP number is equals to the variable underscore EMP number. So that means here whatever the variable we declared here, okay, and this variable we declared, and this variable value, how I want to take means I'm taking at a dynamic level. I will take it also. So I'm taking it a dynamic wise. So whatever the value entered by user at runtime level, so that value will be saved under this variable. Okay, now, and this variable I substituted in my where clause condition. So in where class condition, EMP number is equals to the variable underscore number. Okay, now, so that I was a passed here. And after to executing this command, okay, either execute or not execute, it's a depends on your EMP number. Suppose whatever user entered, that EMP number is available in your table, is there in the table, then definitely this delete command is successfully executed and deleting that particular row from your table. Okay. Suppose you are entered, that means your EMP number is not available in this EMP number, then what happened? This command will not executed. Okay. So your row or record is there in the table, then deleted that row. If your enter number whatever you enter, that number is not there in the table, then your delete command is not executed. Okay, now? So now I was given this one, but how we can write a condition? So how you knows that the record is there or not there? Okay, so now we want to check your condition. And we said implicit cursor memory. The name is what now guys here? SPL. Because this memory is created by default. Who is this? Your system is created at the time of you perform DML operations. Okay. So now here, if SQL percentile, and I was using one attribute found. So yesterday I said to you, day before yesterday, I think so. So found attribute, when it returns true, guys. Come on, when it returns true, when your DML operation is successfully executed or not executed. Your DML operation successfully executed or not executed. Check out your notes. Yesterday was given. Yes, when your DML operation is executed successfully, okay, then it returns true. And if it is not executed, then it returns false. Okay, now? Right. So if SQL plus found, if it is written true, then, okay, then I want to say here, Dbms underscore output dot put underscore line of, okay. So what you want to say? Simply record or else row found and deleted. So row found and deleted. That means your query is successfully executed. Otherwise, else part. Here I'm using if else condition. Okay, here I'm using what now? If else condition. In else part, what we want to do, dbms underscore output dot put underscore line of. So what I want to say, row is not found. Okay, row is not found and not deleted. So simply row is not found. Yes or no? Because if row is not found means automatically it doesn't delete anything. Yes or no? No. So this is what we can say, row is not found. And now I want to end my if. So this part is called as a if else condition, guys, here. Okay, this is if else condition. If condition true block is executed. Statement, and I already said to you the control statements. Okay, you can check it out. So this is what it was going to be happening. And after that, I need to end my begin statement and to execute this program, and now done. So now you can see I said here employee number we want to take as what now? Dynamic level. So dynamically it was asking enter value for employee number. For example, if I want to enter 1122. So immediately this 1122 will go to save. Okay, will go to save under this variable. And this variable I'm going to substituting in this condition. Okay, now? Right. So that means indirectly what it was happened, guys, here. So whatever you enter 1122, okay, this value is going to be saved under this variable. Okay, now? And this variable are you substituted in my where condition. So that means here how much it was there? 1122. So here 1122. So now, okay, now, right, in this place of EMP number. So now here the query will execute it. How the query is executed? Delete from EMP where EMP number is equals to 1122. Okay, 1122. Then immediately as per this condition, so your server will go to employee number column. Server will go to employee number column. So now in this employee number column, okay, in this employee number column, do you have any 1122, guys? Do you have any 1122? No. So we don't have it. We don't have a record in this table means. Now tell me your SQL found attribute, what it was written. Sorry, not it is. If record is not found. Record is not found means this delete command is executed, not executed, guys. Yes, this delete command is not okay executed, but what it was happened, record is not found. Record is not found. So that means that this operation will be fail. Yes or no? So delete operation will be fail. Okay, because record is not found. So this query will be fail now. Okay, this query will be fail. So failing means, let me come to your if condition and checking here. Here found attribute, when it was returns true, when your command is successfully executed, then it returns true. But your command is what it was happened, not executed, it was a fail. Okay, because the record is not found, then the query execution will be fail. If record is found, then query execution will be success. Yes or no? So query failed. That means this found attribute returns what now? False condition return. Returns what now? False. False means where it will go? It will go to else part. It will go to else part. Else part what we return? Row is not found. Row is not found. So that was happening. So that was happening here. Now you can see to execute this one. So what it was saying that, okay, the PLSQL procedure successfully completed. That means the program execution successfully done, but record is not found. Okay, now record is not found. So record is not found. It means that your delete command is not executed. This delete command is fail here because row is not founding now. Suppose in the same to same, if I was entered 7788, if I entered, so 7788, the row was found here. Do you have this number? Yes, I have this number. So I have this number means, then tell me found attribute. That means I have this number. Have this number means your delete command is successfully executed. Yes, successfully executed. So once it is executed, then this percentile found attribute returns what now? True or false? True. So when it returns true, then where it will go? True block. What is the true block? We said row found and deleted. Row found and deleted. Let me see. So I'm going to execute. So row is found here. Row found and deleted. And let me see. After to execution of this, let me come out check your EMP table and 7788 row successfully deleted. Yes, it was successfully deleted. So this is what now the small example of implicit cursors. But what we said, implicit cursors, no need to write any program here. Okay. So this is just your understanding purpose. This example I was taken. But implicit cursors purpose, we don't have any programs. Just when you insert, when you update, when you delete, if row is success, that means one row created, row is updated, row is deleted. If the positive messages are came means your query successfully executed, your data successfully inserted, your data successfully updated, your data successfully deleted. Okay, now suppose if it is not deleted, that means you are not getting like one row created, one row updated, one row deleted. If you're not getting that message, then what it was happen, your query is not executed. Okay, so but this is what the simple to understanding purpose, this example I was taken. But implicit cursor memories are, we are not created. That's why, can you see here, I was used any kind of like declaration of cursor, open cursor connectivity, fetch statement, closing statement, anything I was written here? Anything I was written here? No. So why? Because declaration of cursor, open cursor connection, and fetching the data, closing connection. So that was we written when we created our own memory. Understand now? When we created our own memory. So whenever we created explicit cursor memories, it means user defined memories. So there the 4 steps I need to follow. But here, who will create a system is created. That's why I don't want to follow my steps. The 4 steps is my own steps for my own memory creation. But here memory is created by who? System. So that's why no need that steps here. That's why simply what I did, I just declaring one variable and I'm writing command and if else condition use it. That's it. When I know that is if else condition, why I'm using if else condition here, I want to know it whether record is there or not there, and there means executed or not executed. That condition knowing purpose only, I was taken if else. Okay, but here I'm not declaring any cursor. Okay, I'm not going to be send any open C1, and I'm not going to be using any fetch statement, and I'm not going to write any close statement. Okay, now so this is what now by default. And here you can see what is your implicit cursor name. I said SQL, but in the previous programs we created our own name. I was given what is the name, our own name, C1. Okay, declare cursor name C1 I was given. So C1 is a user defined name. C1 is a user defined name, and SQL is a predefined name. That means SQL private area. Okay, now so which was going to be preparing after DML operation is execute or not. If it is execute or not, based on that, this area, this memory will be created, and in this memory, your query result, the query information will be saved. And if it is a positive information, then sending positive. If it is negative information, sending negative. Okay, so this is what we called as, guys, here implicit cursors. Okay, and now next one is, and see, to implicit cursor, suppose if I'm writing like this now, so delete from emp, so where emp number, okay, is for example 77934 I was given. See what it was happening. So when I'm using this delete from emp, where emp number 7394, this is here directly I'm writing query. Okay, I'm not writing any program here. Okay, so here I'm writing only query. So this query, if it is executed successfully, one row is deleted. So this is called as a implicit cursor information. Understand now? Okay, now this is what we call the implicit cursor. Oh yeah. So my work is done. Already implicit cursor is created by your system. When I'm going to executing this command, okay, your implicit cursor memory is created. And what it was saying that the positive messages came. So one row is deleted. This message is coming from where it is, your implicit cursor memory. So that's why implicit cursors are default. So we don't want to create any program, you don't want to create any memory, because automatically your system is going to be created memory when you perform insert, update, delete operation. Okay, so now I perform delete operation. Then yes, one row is deleted. That means this command is successfully executed, and the executed return value, that means information, will be sending to client application. Okay, now the point understand now? So this is called the implicit cursor. This is called the implicit cursor. I don't want to do anything here. Doing that updation, for example, update emp set salary is equals to 22. Okay, so now I'm using where emp number is equals to 1122. Okay, in this case, what happened? So I'm going to updating salary 22, where emp number 1122. But emp number 1122 is there in your table? Is there in your table? No. If no means what it was happened, it was showing 0 rows are updated. So this is what we can say. So this is the information which was sending from implicit cursor memory. Okay, now? So here one row is deleted. This is called a positive. This is called a negative. Okay, now? Because of reason why it was sending 0 rows are updated, negative response means because this record is not there. This record is not there. Okay, so these are called as a implicit cursors. Understand now? So that's why yesterday my definition also given. Implicit cursors are created by system by default. When it was created, when user performing DML operations over database table. When you inserting, when you updating, when you deleting, automatically your memory is going to be created. Okay, now? Right. So that's why this is what it was going to be happening. Okay, next. So these are explicit and implicit we discuss here. And the next level is previous examples. When you come to explicit cursors, if you see explicit cursors, in that explicit cursors, can you observe how you define your selector statement? When you define your selector statement means at the time of Okay, declaration of cursor. Okay, so what we did, okay, we are writing like this. Declared cursor name is select star from EMP. Okay, I was written like this. So now tell me, now whatever the selector statement I was written or I was assigned here, the selector statement I was assigned, at which level I assigned, guys, here? Where I was assigned? At your declaration of cursor variable. At your declaration of cursor variable, we assigned a selector statement. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. So that means our selector statement we assigned, okay, when we assigned here, when we are declaring a cursor variable. Okay, so declared cursor C1. At the time, I was given some selector query statement. Okay, so whenever you want to declare, okay, now, so when we are going to be using here, okay, now select a star from EMP. So I was written, but this query we assign to at a declaration right now. So when we assign our query at a declaration of a cursor variable or cursor memory, so this kind of statements are called as a static statements we call, or static cursors we call. Okay, the statement is called as what now? Static cursors. That means the statement, whatever you declared, whatever you written at the time of declaration, that statement will be fixed now. The statement cannot be changed here. Okay, that means at the declaration level, we declared our statement. So when you declare your statement at a designing level, that means a declaration level, this kind of cursors are called as static cursors. But the same selector statement, I want to, okay, assign at my open C1 level. If I'm writing like this, select a star from EMP. So now I was given what now? Whatever the selector statement I was used here, the selector statement I was assigned at the time of opening cursor connectivity. So that means the execution time. The cursor execution time, are you assigning your selector star from EMP? So whenever you want to assign the selector statement at opening of cursor C1, at opening of cursor C1, then this kind of declaration is called as a dynamic cursor we called. This kind of declaration is called as what now? Dynamic cursors we called. Understand now? So that is what we call open C1 at the time of open your cursor connectivity. At that moment, when my query request, if I'm passing, okay, then that is called a dynamic cursors. That means the previous examples, whatever we declared in explicit cursors, those are all are static statements of cursors, static statements of cursors. But now I need to write my dynamic statements. So dynamic statements, how to write? Okay, dynamic SQL query, whatever we written, selector statement. Okay, at my dynamic level, how to write in cursor, how to write means by using of what? Open C1. At this opening level, you need to write your selector statement. So this kind of statements are called as a dynamic statements we called, or dynamic cursors we called. Okay, so these are dynamic cursors, even though we called as a refer cursors also we called. Okay, these are dynamic cursors, even though we called as a refer cursors we called. Okay, now we will discuss about refer cursors. Okay, so we discuss about refer cursor. So now, what is refer cursor? Okay, what is your refer cursor? So now we can see. So when we assign, okay, a select statement, when we assign a selector query or statement, okay, at the time of at the time of at the time of opening cursor, at the time of opening cursor connection, cursor connection. Okay, then we called as then we called as then we called as refer cursor. Then we called as refer cursor. Okay, right. Refer cursor is also called as is also called as is also called as okay. Which type of cursors? Dynamic cursor we call is also called as dynamic cursor we call. Okay, right. And these dynamic cursors or refer cursors are having here two types, guys. One is we called as a weak refer cursor, weak refer cursor, and second one is called as what now? Strong refer cursor, strong refer cursor. Okay, so weak refer and strong refer. So again, these are two ways it was classified. So refer cursors are again two types, weak refer cursors and strong refer cursors. Okay, now let me see what is the differences between weak and strong, sir. Okay, so let me discuss first of all. The differences first I'm giving that and later I will show you some examples. So weak refer cursor, carefully observe. So weak refer cursor and the second one is called as what now? Strong refer cursor. So the differences first we will discuss, then you will get some idea, and after example I'm showing. First one, weak refer cursors. Okay, when we want to declare, okay, when we want to declare weak refer cursor, it is not declaring with the return type. Okay, so it is not declared or declared with the return type. Okay, that means simply we can say weak refer cursor variable whenever user declared, then there is no need of a return type here. Then there is no need of a return type. So return type is not necessary when you declared your weak refer cursor. But when come to strong refer cursor, if I want to use strong refer cursor, it should be declared. It should be declared with the return type. Compulsory return type is needed. It should be declared with the return type. So this is first difference in between weak and strong. And the second point is what now here? When you declaring weak refer cursor variable, then this weak refer cursor purpose, we have a predefined data type is available. Okay, so predefined data type, okay, is available here. Okay, now is available. So, but whereas come to okay, when I want to declare my strong refer cursor variable, then there is no predefined data type. There is no predefined data type. So there is no predefined data type. So there is no predefined data type because whenever you want to declare variables, we must and should be need some data type now. Yes or no, guys? In C language, Java, any language, once you want to declare a variables means compulsory we should have a data type or not. Come on. Yes, compulsory we should have a data type. But here what happened? The weak refer cursor variable declaration, we have a data type. So predefined data type is there. So directly the data type I am using. But whereas come to my strong refer cursor variable, okay, whereas come to my strong refer cursor variable, there is a no predefined data type. But without a data type, we can't create a or we can't declare a variable. But here it was saying here there is no predefined data type. But without a data type, I can't declare variable. Then what I want to do, guys? Any idea? Any idea? Now I want to declare strong refer cursor variable. but data type is not there predefined. Then what I want to do? What I want to create and declare? Already we discussed in SQL language. What we want to do? When there is a no predefined data type, okay, so that what we want to create? We want to create what? User defined data type. Understand na? User defined data type should be create. Okay, and declare your strong refer cursor variable. Understand na? So that is what the second point. Third point is what now? Weak refer cursor, it can access, okay, rows from any, okay, from, otherwise I can say from multiple tables we call. Okay, so more than one table or multiple tables, it can be accessible. That was possible here. But come to my strong refer cursor, it can access, okay, rows from a specific table only. That means only one table data can be accessible. Only one table data can be accessible, but more than one table data cannot be accessible here. Okay, now? So these are what we called as, guys, here strong and weak refer cursor variables or weak refer cursors differences. Okay, now? So first one is what now? Weak refer cursor variables, when we declared that no return type here, but here must and should be return type. And your predefined data type is available. So that's why by using of the predefined data type, I can directly declare my variable here. Okay, but you have no predefined, so that we use a user defined data type to declare your strong refer cursor variables. And weak refer cursors can access rows from any table. Okay, any specific table or any table or more than one table or multiple tables. Okay, it can be accessed, but here it can be accessed only specific table only. Okay, now, so this is the differences of weak and strong. So first I will show you the weak and strong refer cursors, how to work on single table. So working on single table operation, single table. So both are supported because strong refer cursor is only specific table, is nothing but one table. And here supporting more than one means automatically it is supported also one table. So first, how to write and how to declare weak refer cursor variable for accessing of data from single table, and how to write strong refer cursor variable for accessing the data from single table. Okay, the both examples I'm showing now, and these are differences, whatever we said, these differences having or not, you can check. Let me see the first one, working on single table with the what we can say refer cursors. And first one, so directly I'm writing here. Okay, so now I just call it this select star from EMP. Okay, I just keep this one. And now after that, now I want to declare. The first of all, carefully observe. I want to declare here. So declare. Okay, so my cursor name here, I want to directly declare. Under declaration block, my cursor is weak refer cursor. This is variable. Okay, and I'm taking here weak refer cursor automatically. That means by default, it was having what now? Okay, predefined data type. That predefined data type is called as a sys underscore ref cursor. Okay, now, so this is what underscore na sys underscore means system defined. SYS means what now? System defined data type. This is so here WRC. Otherwise, if you want to confusion now, so simply you can take a C1. There is nothing problem. Okay, so my variable name is what now? C1 refer cursor. Okay, now right. So this is one variable I declare. If you have a confusion, any name you can take, guys. Okay, now that's your wish. C1, XYZ, ABC, whatever, some variable name you want to declare. So first of what I did in my declaration block, I was declared one variable. This which variable this is? Weak refer cursor variable. and the data type is predefined data by user. So variable name and this is data type. Over now, right? And after that, here I want to declare as a normal variable I. EMP percentile row type I'm going to take now. So EMP percentile row type. Can you remember guys here? I is a general variable. It's a general variable. It is a cursor variable. Understand now? So general variable I. So in this I memory, I'm using percentile row type. Can you remember what is the percentile row type guys here? Percentile row type is what? Anybody? Percentile row type is what? Yeah, it is an attribute. Which type of attribute? Which type of attribute? Come on, we discussed in our introduction part. Column level attribute or row level attribute? It is a row level attribute. Okay, row level attribute means what? Advantage? Complete row I can fetch from my table. Complete row is nothing but what I said here is nothing but group of columns. Group of columns. Understand now? Okay, so that I was taken here. After taking, then I started begin execution block. I started. In this execution block, I just open my C1, and here itself, I'm passing my statement select a star from EMP. Suppose where DEPT number is equals to 10. So now tell me guys here in this declaration of cursor, my select statement I was written at what level I return? Declaration level I return or execution level I return? Where you return your selector statement? At your declaration block or execution block? Come on. At what level we return? At execution block we return. Okay, that's why it is called as a dynamic cursor. Understand na? So why sir it is called a reference or dynamic cursor means your select command you return at the time of opening level under which block? Under which block? Execution block. Under which block? Execution block. But previous examples, we return your selector statement at a declaration block. Declaration of cursor, there we assigned our selector statement. Okay, na? That's what we called it. That's why it is called a dynamic cursor we called. Okay, so after declaration is over, okay, so under execution block, then what I want to do as usual, loop, simple loop I started. Simple loop already know now. So next what under loop, what I'm writing fetch from where it is C1 memory. And there I want to store into which variable? I variable. Okay, same example. I'm not taking any new example. Same already in static example only, just modified and taking into dynamic level. That's it. Okay, now. So now fetch a C1 and fetch a C1 into which variable? I variable. That means whatever the data, whatever the row data are you fetching, the raw data are you fetching from C1 memory is nothing but your weak refer cursor memory and storing into those values storing into I. Previously, what I was taken guys here, V underscore E name, V underscore salary I was taken. Yes or no? So there we are taking specific columns. Okay, that's why the specific column variables are I declared there. But here I was declared entire row I want to take. So entire row you want to take means you want to declare one variable I. Okay, instead of the column level attributes, I'm taking row level attribute 1. And with the help of this row level attribute 1, we can save entire the row. Okay, right. Okay, fine. After that, what I said, this is infinity block. That's why I want to use a exit. When I want exit, when C1 percentile data not found. When C1 percentile, data not found. So that means in your weak refer cursor variable memory, if data is not found, then not found attribute is returns what I said, true. This attribute returns what now? True. True means what happened? Your loop is exit. True means what happened? Your loop is exit. Okay, now, right. Suppose your data is found in your weak refer cursor variable memory. Your data is found, then not found. I already explained in this example, in my first example of looping, simple loop example. Okay, now, right. So not found returns false. Okay. If it is false, the data I want to print on my screen. So what is that here? So how to print here? Because my value is there in the I dot emp number concatenation, comma, concatenation, I dot ename concatenation, comma, concatenation, I dot salary concatenation, comma, concatenation, I dot DEPT number. So like this, all columns. Suppose you want to display these all columns you want to display, then how to write now? Now you can write I dot emp number, I dot ename, I dot job, I dot mgr, I dot hire date, I dot sal, I dot commission, I dot department number. Okay, that all you can write like this one by one. Then entire row will be displayed. Okay, so now I was taken few columns I was displayed. Total how many columns displaying here? 4 columns I displayed. Okay, now, right. And after that, my loop should be end. And after that, I need to close my cursor C1 and end my begin statement end and execute. Now we can see what it was happened. Here, what it was happened, careful observe. Whatever the command you return, in this command, which condition? Department number 10. Now, as per this condition, from this table, it is not loading complete data. Okay, your EMP table data is not loading here. It was loading only specific data who are working under department number 10. Now tell me, present my table, department number 10 people, how many people are there? Two people are there. So now I'll let you observe. Yes, those two people, their data will be fetching. The two table data will be fetching. Sorry, two rows data will be fetching. Okay, now? So this is weak refer cursor variable declaration, only declaration, weak refer cursor variable declaration and data fetching. And how it was data fetching here also, one by one row only fetching, not at a time, because I'm using what? A looping statement. So here also one by one row only fetching. Okay, right. This is what we said, weak refer cursor. Same as, suppose if I want to write into strong refer cursor, then strong refer cursor, how we can go to create? Here observe. So careful observe. Same example, just I'm going to changing now. Okay, just I'm going to changing now. First, as usual, declare your cursor. As usual, declare your cursor. So it's declare C1. But the C1 declaration of variable purpose. So do you have any data type is there, guys, here? You have any data type here? No. So that means there is no data type. How to declare my strong refer cursor variable? Because predefined data type is not there for this variable. Strong refer cursor variable purpose, there is no predefined data types. So then what I want to do, user defined data type I want to create now. Yes or no? So then what I want to do, I just avoid this. Okay. And now I'm going to writing. So first declared. After declared, you have to create a user defined data type. How to declare? Type user defined data type name is UD underscore ref cursor. Any name you can give, no problem. okay, is ref, okay, cursor, okay, and here return type, see, compulsory return type should be there, return emp percentile row type. My return type is what now? All columns. Okay, complete row is my return type because I'm using percentile row type. Percentile row type means entire the row. So my return type is also entire the row I want to fetch from the table. Okay, now, right. So first I have to create a user defined data type I want to create. How I'm creating by syntax: type, type name, and is refer cursor, return type. My return type is what now? Entire the row. Okay, from which table? EMP table. Okay, guys. Now the data type is created. After that, strong refer cursor variable declared. And what is the data type here? I have to use UD underscore refer cursor. Yes. Got it my point now? So here what happened? C1 directly I have a data type. That's why directly the data type I was applied here. But here directed data type is not there. That's why first we created data type, and that user defined data type I was applied on strong refer cursor variable. So up to here, this 3 points clear, all of you? This 3 points clear, all of you? Okay, right, very good. So good understanding, guys. So what we did here, simply first user defined data type is created, and whatever user defined data type name I was given, that name I was applied to my strong refer cursor variable declaration. Okay, now nothing was done. First created user defined data type, and the data type I'm using for declaration of my strong refer cursor variable. Okay, right. And after remaining same process, so variable declaration remaining same process I have to take. Nothing difference. Okay, see, I'm taking remind because only the difference is what I said. Only the difference is what I said. Weak refer cursor, no return type. So return type is not there in this. See, do you have any return type when I declared my weak refer cursor here? Come on. Do you have any return type for your weak refer cursor? Good. No return type. Now in the same pattern, second point is what now? Strong refer cursor compulsory return type. Strong refer cursor compulsory return type taken na? Yes, this is my return type. Satisfied na? Yes. Second point, what we said, predefined data type is available. So data type is available for this refer cursor variable. But your data type is not available predefined. That's why user defined. So that's the same thing na? So your predefined data type is available. So directly I'm using here. Understand my point or not, guys? The predefined data type is available. Okay, so that's why I'm directly using here. But here what I'm saying that predefined data type is not available. That's why first time created, and after using. So the two different points are clear now. There's 2 points clear, all of you. There's 2 points clear, all of you. Come on, say yes or no. Yes. Okay now, right. So these 2 points is keep it like this. And now, and remaining as it is, remaining whatever the example is there, remaining as it is. Later, what I want to do later, yes, I want to take a general variable, that is EMP person variable. After general variable, as usual, execution, and after open C1, and I'm writing for the select star from EMP, where department number, okay, DPT number is equals to 20, for example. Okay, now, right. And after that, as usual, loop, and after loop, fetch your C1 and store into I. Okay, and after that, you need to exit your loop. When I want exit C1 percentile, okay, data is not found. Okay, data is not found. Okay, fine. So now after, if it is found, then display dbms underscore output dot the put underscore line of what I want to say, I dot emp number concatenation comma concatenation I dot ename concatenation comma concatenation then I dot the dpt number. So your wish, any number of columns you can take it out. And after that, what I want to do, end my simple loop. Okay, close my C1. Okay, and end my begin statement and execute now. So the 20th department people, you got it. Okay, now the 20th department people, you got it. So this is what we called as, guys, here. Here, what is the difference of strong and weak means? Both are using for same purpose, but here it is a predefined type. This is a user defined type. That's it. Remaining all process will be same to same. So this is single table accessing. Either your weak refer cursor through, you can access your single table data, and a strong refer cursor through, you can access your single table data. Okay, right. But the where it is different, sir, again means the difference is here. Weak refer cursors can access rows from any number of tables. That means multiple tables. But it is said only one specific table. Okay, the one specific table I show you here. And now we will see, let the same thing I want to work with. Okay, working on multiple tables. Working on multiple tables data fetching purpose. But in this scenario, our weak refer cursor is supported. That means weak refer cursor is possible to get multiple tables data we can access. But strong refer cursors are not allowed here. So that is the advantage of weak refer cursor. So that is the reason mostly in real time, weak refer cursors will be preferable. In dynamic level, weak refer cursors will be preferable. Strong refer cursors will not be used. Okay, right. So now here observe. So now your weak refer cursor on multiple tables. Now I'm showing how it was working. Observe. Carefully observe. Now, so as usual, I want to declare here. As usual, I want to declare here and C1, and this is weak now. So already predefined data type is there. Ref cursor. Ref cursor. And here the two variables I'm creating. One is EMP percentile row type. Okay, and one more variable J. It's a DEPT percentile row type. So now tell me, here only you can understand how many tables data I am fetching now. Come on, by seeing of this variable declarations, how many tables data I am fetching now? How many tables, guys? Yes, two tables we are fetching here. How many tables? Two tables we are fetching. One is EMP table and one is department table. Okay, now? So EMP table rows fetching purpose, I am using I variable. And department data fetching purpose, J variable. Okay, so two variables I'm just created here. Okay, but two variables are you declared, but only one memory na? One memory na? Come on. That means what do you understand? In the cursor memory, I can save more than one table data. In cursor memory, I can save more than one table data. Okay, na? Right. So now, okay, fine. The two variables I was declared successfully. And after declaration, now I want to take one more variable, the general variable, department number. It's a number type. And colon is equals to am percentage. So dynamically I'm taking now V underscore DPT number. So one dynamic variable also we declared along with this I and J. Okay. After that, write your execution block. Now declaration block is over. All are we declared. Whatever we required, all are declared. One cursor variable declared, one I, one J, one V. So general variables also declared. Okay, begin. After begin, now the condition I'm writing, carefully observe. If v underscore DPT number is equals to 10. If that means if user dynamically whatever he was entered department number 10, if he was entered department number 10, then 10 is equals to 10, condition will be true. 10 is equals to 10, condition will be true. When true, immediately what I want to do, come on, what I want to do, I want to open my cursor memory for, now we are writing, select the star from EMP where DPT number is equals to 10. So this is first table data I'm taking. And remaining all are same. Later you have to start your loop. After fetch from C1, but storing into which variable, guys, here? I. Storing into which variable? I. Understand now? I. And this is also simple loop. Then I have to use exit. And when I want exit, when C1 percentile, data not found. Okay, now? If it is found, then display. Output dot, put underscore, line of, then I want to say I dot ename, concatenation, comma, concatenation, I dot department number. So simple I'm calling, okay? Simple I'm calling here. So now I was taken. And after that, you should go to what you want to do here. I need to end my loop. End my loop. After end loop, after end your loop, okay, then what I want to do, the second condition I'm taking, second condition I'm using else if. So else if it is nothing but if else ladder. Can you go and check out? Can you go and check out your if else ladder syntax, conditional statement, if else ladder also there. Okay, now check it out. If else ladder. So if else ladder statement syntax is what now? If condition true, okay, then true statements are executed. If condition is false, then it will go to next if else condition, next condition checking. If it is true, true statements are executed. If it is false, next condition will go. Okay, this is called if else, if else, if else. So else if v underscore DPT number is equals to 20, then I need to open C1 and for select star from which table here? DPT table, where department number is equals to 20. See, multiple tables are written. First one employee, second one DPT. So DPT 20. And as usual, after DPT, whatever you taken here, then as usual, you have to go first to start loop. Okay, under loop, you need to fetch your data from C1 memory, but storing into J variable, this time J variable, and as usual, exit statement. So when I want exit, when C1 percentile data is not found, then exit. Not found, then exit. And if it is found, then display. Dbms underscore output dot, put underscore line of, so J dot department number, concatenation, comma, concatenation, J dot department name, concatenation, comma, concatenation, J dot LOC. This is department columns. Okay, now fine. After, as usual, you need to end your loop. In this case, after that, you have to close your, okay, cursor memory. Yes. After that, you have to end your if else multiple ladder statements, and if, and after that, end your begin statement to execute now. Okay, now, right. So now it was asking to me, guys, here. So enter value for department number. Suppose if I enter 20. If I was enter 20, what it was happening, you can see this 20 value, whatever it was, the 20 values there now. This 20 value first checking with the first condition. This condition is checking. So my department number, I was given 20 and your condition value 10. Tell me, guys, condition true or false? Tell me, your condition is true or false? My condition is false. My condition is false means where it will be jump to else if. It will be jump to else if. Else if condition, what now? This is. So department number 20 I was given, and my condition value also 20. Then 2020, condition true or false? Yeah, condition true. Condition true means which table data getting? Yes, the department table data we are fetching now. Okay, let me see to execute now. So department table, which department? 20. Department number, department name, department location. So now next one, if I'm entered 10, then 10 means 10 to condition true, then EMP table. Let me see. So EMP 10 people, how many are there? 2 people are there. Clerk 10 and king 10. Okay, now clerk 10 and king 10. Okay. So these are what now multiple table data can be accessed in row by row manner. So this is weak refer cursor advantage for you. But strong refer cursor, what we said, multiple table data accessing is not possible. Okay, for example, same program I'm taking now. Same program. Just a moment. Okay, right. So what I'm going to changing in this, guys. In this, before I want to declare my strong refer cursor variable, my type I want to declare first of all. Yes or no? Type. So I'm declaring type here. Type ud underscore ref cursor. Okay. So is ref cursor. Okay. The return type written and emp percentile. Okay, so I'm passing here what now? Row type. Okay, now right. So it was going to be happen now. So same thing, and here you can go to pass it here. So ud, okay, and refer cursor everything same. So I is same, and j was same. Department everything will be same as. Okay, now. So now let me see. I'm going to declare it here. So when I was declared in this some completer, the execution of the program, and I said asking and 10 if I entered, what happened? It was showing. So what it was saying that wrong number of values into list of fetching statement. So your strong refer cursors are not used and not applicable for fetching the data from multiple or more than one table. Okay, now so it was showing error. So wrong number of values into list statement, into list from fetch statement. Okay, now so one table data can be accessible. So these are the differences of okay strong refer. So weak differences, whatever we discuss here, the 3 points. The 3 points are practically we checked out. Understand now? Right. So this is what we called as a refer cursors. Okay, dynamically your cursor memory is allocating. Okay, and previously that is called a cursor memory statically allocated with the help of a select query at a declaration time. But here select statement we written under execution time. Okay, that's why it is called a dynamic cursor or refer cursor, and those are called as a static cursor or explicit simple cursors. Those are called as simple cursors. Okay, now, right. So this complete notes, I'm going to forward to you to take it out. So in the main documentation, there are some examples are there, practicing examples also I was given to you for your more practicing purpose. Okay, now. Okay, so complete notes will be there. All examples are there. Whatever we discussed in our classroom, those examples and also some additional examples also I was given. Okay, now. So whatever we discussed now, these examples. Just now we discussed these examples now. So these examples also there, and along with these examples, some additional examples also there. Okay, now. Right. So these are cursors, and check it out. This one. And the next one, the next topic is guys here. And of course, this topic, I think so many people have some idea. Okay. The topic name is exception handling. Now, so let me see some questions in this case. Suppose if anybody asks you, what is an exception? Can you tell me guys here, what is an exception? Come on, Java students. Yeah, exception is what, guys? Yeah, so simply, exception is nothing but we called as okay, runtime error. Okay, simple. Otherwise, we can say execution error. Okay, so these are simply we called as a exception. Simply we called as what now? Exception. Okay, but when come to guys here, if what is exception handling can do, what is exception handling can do? Okay, if we are asking this one, so what you say? What is exception? We said runtime error. What is exception handling? What do you say? Exception handling means? Come on, Java student, come on. Here, exception handling means exception handling, sir. We are using guys what now? To avoid what now? Abnormal termination. Okay, problems, guys. Abnormal termination of problem or termination problems. Okay, so when you avoid this abnormal termination problems in your programs, So there we need a handling methods. There we need a handling methods. Okay, now, right. So here, what is abnormal termination? Okay. So here the question is, what is abnormal termination? Okay. Here, first of all, you want to understand what is abnormal termination. First, simply, what is abnormal meaning we will discuss. Okay. Here, tell me, guys, anybody, a general meaning of abnormal. What is the meaning of abnormal? I'm just asking meaning. Abnormal means what? General meaning. General word. Meaning is what? What is the meaning? Abnormal is nothing but unexpected. So, which we can't expect it. Surprising. We can't expect it. Shocking. Yes or no? The different word meanings are come to. So, unexpectedly. Okay. Unexpectedly, if my program execution will be stopped, my program execution is terminated. Okay, then it is called abnormal terminations we called. Abnormal terminations we called. For example, are you writing as a programmer, are you writing one class program? Okay, suppose one class program are you writing? So class A, you written the few lines of code. The few lines of code you written. Okay, then after you written like okay, static void main, and in static void main again you written some statements, main execution block statements, and closing and closing. This is a programmer is going to be written some program. And here, as a programmer, what is our positiveness? Whatever the code I written, the code is correct. So that is our thinking. Yes or no? Every programmer is going to be thinking positively. So whatever I written my code, the code is right. But how you can say my code is right means that is your, maybe you are confident, maybe your positiveness, whatever it is. But how you knows that my program is right or wrong means once you compile and execute. So compile, execute after. If your program is not having any problem and final output is producing to you, then you can say, yes, my program is right. Okay, so successfully compilation is going to be happen. After compilation, successfully execution is going to be happen. So after execution, when you get a result output, then you say, yes, my program is correct. Yes or no? Then we can say that. But initially, when we are writing a program, was to our positive thinking, my program, I'm writing my program correctly, correct manner, I'm writing, my program is right. This is my confidence. Okay, as a programmer. But this your program right or wrong, when we will know after compile and execution after, we will know. Okay, okay, fine. So now my positiveness, okay, whatever I written, that was correct. Then I started to execution now. So tell me guys here, your execution starts from which method? Your direct execution starts from here or main method? Java people. Yeah, your execution started from main method. So main method, your execution started. Okay, sir, my execution started from main method. So main method statements are executed. Then it will come to class program. Then we'll come to class program. In class program, we all of you know this. How the code compilation and execution, guys, here line by line code compilation. Yes or no? Any programming language maximum, any programming language maximum, which way it was compile and execute? Line by line code compilation and execution. Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay. Yes. Okay, guys. Then first line compile successful executed. Okay. Come to second line compile executed. Okay. Come to third line compile executed. Okay. Come to fourth line. Okay. Compile executed. Okay. Come to fifth line compile executed. Okay. So in my class program, from the top to bottom, from the top to bottom, entire the code successfully compiled, successfully executed, successfully compiled, successfully executed. Okay. And once I successfully did this one, okay, then it returns. Yes, of course, output will come to you. Yes, it returns, output will come to you. Okay, now, right. So this is if the program will be successfully compiled and executed, entire my code, that means the top to bottom, whatever, how many lines of code you written, that every code you can go for to compile and execute successfully, then finally returns what now? Output. So in this case, I don't want to need any handling methods. I don't want to need any handling methods because my program is success. I got it output. No compilation error, no exceptions, successfully done and got it my output. So this kind of, when we are writing our programs, then I don't want it any exception handling techniques and methods. Okay, this is what successfully we done. But can you tell me, guys, here, for every program we can write like this? Come on, for every program we can write like this? No, we can't write like this for every program. Yes or no? Because we are not a god. Yes or no? We are also human being. Okay, yes or no, yeah? Huh? Every program, if you're writing like this, then what is the use of exception handling concept? My point understanding in all of you. If every program, as a human being, if I'm writing like this, then what is the use of exception handling to introduce it? There is no need, na. You're an excellent guy. You're writing every program like this. Then what is the use of exception handling for you? You say that, sir, I don't want exception handling because my every program is right, sir. Okay, now. But we can't do like this. Even though real-time people who are working in real-time people also can't give a confident like that. My entire program is right. I can write any program in the world. Don't say like this here to anybody. You are not a god. I can do anything. So that's not possible. Every program we can't write like this. Even though scientists also can't write. That's why scientists is introduced exception handling. Concept understand, na? Even though scientists also can't write like this. That's why this concept is introduced, na? If scientist is writing like this, then why this concept is introduced here? Yes or no? That is a problem actually. So that's what. So that's why every program, the programmer cannot be write like this. Okay. So sometimes what happened, your program is having some errors, compilation errors. Sometimes we have a execution errors. Yes or no? So compilation errors are very easy to identify and to rectify. Because compilation errors are nothing but what, guys? Missing semicolons, missing string representations, wrong spelling keywords, open closing brackets are missing. Yes or no? These are called as a syntactical error or compilation errors we call it. Okay, now, right? That we can identify. The programmer can easily identify and rectify that kind. But exceptions are not a compilation errors now. Exceptions are what? Execution level. Execution level, whatever the exception or error is occurred, that we need to rectify. So sometimes we can rectify, sometimes we can't rectify. So when we can't rectify the exceptions, there I can use what now? Exception handling methods. Okay, let me see. In the next level, what it was happened, guys, here. Again, I started execution from main method execution over, come back to class. So first line compile executor, second line compile and executor. But when come to third line, on the third line compilation success, but on third line your exception is raised. Your exception is occurred. So whenever exception is occurred, exactly at this point of time, what it was happened, guys? Come on. What it was happened? The program execution will be stopped. The program execution will be stopped. Stop or not? Okay, stop or not? Come on. Yes, the program execution will be stopped. So, but the program execution stop at which line? Come on, guys. At which line? At line number 3. At which line? At line number 3. Okay, now. So at line number 3, my exception is occurred, and there itself, my execution also stopped. So execution stop means after third line, how many lines are there? Fourth line is there. Fifth line is there. So that means these remaining 2 lines are executed or not executed. The remaining 2 lines are executed or not executed. The remaining 2 lines are not executed. When the remaining 2 lines are not executed, then tell me, guys, here you will get an output or there is no output. You will get output. No, never. Yes or no? No, never. Because my exception is occurred at the tar line, and here my execution will be stopped. That's why it doesn't go to fourth line and fifth line, and remaining lines are not executed. So whenever the remaining lines are not executed, then your program execution is not done successfully. That's why it was not returns any result. Okay, now. Now tell me, guys, here. But can you expect it, guys, here? As a programmer, we are expected my exception is occurred at the third line. That are you expected before? Was no, we are not expect because I don't know now. I'm just writing my program, but I don't know in which line my exception is there, in which line my exception is occurred. That I don't know. If I know that, then I can overcome now before execution only. The point understanding or not? So I don't know. I don't know means what I want to do. That is called as a abnormal. Abnormal means what I said, unexpectedly. So I'm not expecting my program is having a exception. My program execution will be stopping at third line that you expected before. No, never. We are not expected before. So this is what we called as a abnormal termination. That means unexpectedly my program execution is stopping on so-and-so line. That was I'm not expected before, but that was happening in my program. That is called as a abnormal meaning. Abnormal meaning was what now? Unexpectedly, which we are not expected. That thing is happening. That is called abnormal. Okay, now? So this is what we called as abnormal termination problems we called. Okay. Now how we can avoid these abnormal terminations? Now you are saying that in Java.NET, you people are using some try, catch, finale method. Yes or no? Some blocks are there. So how you are writing some, okay, for example, you're writing like this, you're applying try block. Okay, just simple, I'm telling that. Okay, now you're applying try block, you're applying catch block. Okay, you're applying catch block. Right. So now you're applying try and catch. Then what would was happen here? What is the advantage of try and catch? You can observe. Okay, you are executing your program. Main block is executed and it come back to try. Suppose the try block statements all are executed, then it doesn't go to catch and it was written some output. Successfully happened. This is one way. Suppose in this case, first in try block, first statement executed, second statement is executed, but third statement having an exception, not executed. So at which line this exception is occurred? Third line. So is occurred third line. What try catch advantage means? So on which line the exception is occurred, on which line your execution is stopped, that line will what it will do by your system, that line will be do it what now? Skip. Okay, now the system what it will do with the help of try and catch, on which line, which statement your exception is occurred, skipped. The statement is skipping and giving permission to OS, and OS will go to start execution. And how it was started here? So this statement is skipping and it was jump to catch block, and catch block statements are executed and sending some user friendly message. Okay, and this is my output, the user friendly message, whatever it was coming to us, this is our output of this program. Now clear now all of you? This is what it was going to be happen when you apply your try and catch methods or blocks in your program. So internally it was going to be happen. So on which line your exception is occurred, that line will be skipped by your system and giving permission to next block, and it will be jump to catch block, and catch block whatever user friendly messages you return, those user friendly messages are executed and sending to user. Okay. Okay, now, so this is what it was going to be happen as. Okay, so try catch when I use, okay, advantage is what now? On which statement your exception is occurred, the statement will be skipped and giving permission to next block, and that is catch block. Catch block is executed and it was written user friendly messages. Okay, now, so this is how you can avoiding by using of try and catch blocks to your abnormal termination problem. Okay. So now here observe. Now we will go for this is in front end side mechanisms we said, but in the back end side how it was working, how it was avoiding. Okay, so that we will check it out, and that in database side how these exceptions are we can handle. So those we will see in tomorrow class. Okay, now in our classroom. Okay, so tomorrow as usual timings guys here. So 11:15 is when students are come to offline, online students are come to online. Okay, right guys. So thank you so much.